Hello everyone. Welcome to our channel. Seneca once said, "Attack me, strike me, and I will overcome you by enduring your assault." Anything that strikes something strong and unbreakable only harms itself with its own force. So aim your arrows at something soft and yielding. When do you feel defeated? Is it when you witness the loss of a beloved place, or when everything you have built is swept away? Is it when you are pushed into a state of despair, or when a precious opportunity slips out of your hands? For each individual, the feeling of failure stems from different reasons. However, Stoic philosophers have left us with a profound insight. It is not external circumstances that define failure, but how you choose to confront them. The challenges you face do not define who you are unless you allow them to. What causes you to falter? It is not the actions of others, but how you react to those actions. Stoic thinkers have emphasized that true strength does not lie in conquering everything around you, but in mastering your own emotions and thoughts. External events can only control us if we grant them that power. To become resilient and unyielding, you do not need to change the world, but you need to transform yourself. This video will guide you through the philosophy of Stoicism, helping you train your mind to overcome any challenge and become an invincible version of yourself. The importance of perception. Stoic philosophy teaches that how we perceive things determines the impact external events have on us, not the events themselves. When we place excessive value on something, we create attachment and desire. If we achieve it, we feel joy. But if we fail, dissatisfaction quickly arises, and our emotions are swayed by circumstances. Imagine you invest significant time in building a relationship with someone you admire. If the relationship flourishes, your joy soars. But if that person turns away, you may feel hurt and angry. This clearly illustrates how external circumstances can control our emotions. Stoicism emphasizes that rejection or failure does not truly affect us. It is our perception that does. One person may take rejection as a lesson, while another harbors bitterness. If we allow emotions to be overpowered by what lies beyond our control, we surrender our freedom. Similarly, criticism or insults from others can unbalance many. A single negative comment may occupy someone's thoughts for a week. In contrast, for someone with a Stoic mindset, it feels no different from a passing breeze. If you let those words diminish you, you have allowed others to control your emotions. More severe forms of manipulation often occur, such as threats of exposing secrets. Those who fear losing their reputation or image too much can easily become puppets in the hands of others. Stoicism asserts that true strength resides within. Even in the most challenging situations, such as isolation or suffering, we always retain the power to choose our response. If we maintain reason and do not let external events crush our spirit, we will become invincible. As Stoic philosophers have said, an enemy may harm our body, but they can never touch our true essence, our mind and free will. The power of the mind, according to Epictetus. In the teachings of Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher of the 2nd century, he emphasized that the freedom to choose cannot be taken away from a person. No matter how harsh the circumstances, we always have the power to decide how to respond. We can either maintain our composure or allow the situation to overwhelm us. Epictetus illustrated this strength through a conversation with a tyrant. When threatened, he responded with calmness. If the tyrant said, "I will chain you," Epictetus replied, "You are only binding my body." If he said, "I will cut off your head," Epictetus calmly answered, "That is merely my neck." Even when faced with exile or imprisonment, he remained unmoved, saying, "You are only affecting material possessions, not who I truly am." Epictetus stressed that no one could truly harm his spirit unless he allowed it. A tyrant may control physical aspects like the body, possessions, or freedom of movement. But according to Stoic philosophy, these elements do not define a person's true self. What matters most are our actions and choices, things no one can touch. To achieve invincibility in spirit, we must be prepared to face the greatest losses. This includes the ability to accept the loss of possessions, loved ones, or even personal freedom. Although painful, this is the only way to safeguard the integrity of our mind and actions. Epictetus warned that excessive attachment, whether to material wealth, reputation, or relationships, can weaken our willpower. When we cannot let go of what we cling to, those things become vulnerabilities, easily manipulated by others or circumstances. Stoic philosophy emphasizes that to attain true freedom, we must let go of everything that does not belong to us. Willpower and the ability to choose are our most valuable assets, and only we have control over them. Lessons from Nelson Mandela and Stoic philosophy. A powerful example of unwavering spirit is the story of Nelson Mandela, who endured 27 years of imprisonment under the harsh apartheid regime in South Africa. Despite losing his freedom, Mandela held firmly to his ideals and belief in justice. He not only endured adversity but transformed it into an opportunity to strengthen his mind, develop his perspective, and prepare for a brighter future. Upon his release, Mandela chose forgiveness over resentment, using the power of reconciliation to unite a deeply divided nation. Mandela stands as a testament to the idea that harsh circumstances cannot shake the resolve of those committed to their values. As Stoic philosophy teaches, our control over actions and attitudes can never be taken away. External events only impact us if we allow them to infiltrate our minds. The Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "Hardship is not the issue, it is how we surrender to it that matters." This philosophy teaches that challenges do not diminish a person's value. Instead, it is the collapse of the spirit that poses the real danger. A wise individual recognizes that life is filled with difficulties, but refuses to be overwhelmed. They view adversity as an opportunity to showcase strength and resilience. Seneca described the steadfast spirit of a Stoic with the following words: "What we call hardship is not truly evil. The real evil lies in the mind abandoning its strength and succumbing. The sage stands firm in the face of any trial. They do not complain or blame, for they know they were born to face and overcome challenges." The Stoic mindset emphasizes that, to remain unyielding, we must release attachment to what does not belong to us. Nelson Mandela, like the Stoic sages, understood that no matter how difficult the circumstances, the will and values of a person are what truly matter. This unwavering spirit forms the foundation of true freedom. Freedom that transcends the influence of any external condition. The ideal of a Stoic sage is undoubtedly a lofty goal, but it is also incredibly challenging to achieve. Like all great accomplishments, becoming invincible in the Stoic sense requires constant practice. Even the ancient Stoic philosophers recognized this. They did not demand perfection, but encouraged us to strive for continuous improvement. Even so, achieving full control over emotions remains a significant challenge. Stoics understood that emotions often arise naturally, before reason can intervene. Even the wisest individuals can be caught off guard by initial emotional reactions. However, Stoics made a clear distinction between natural emotions and passions. According to Stoics, passions include states such as sorrow, fear, desire, and excessive joy. These emotions can be controlled through reason and self-discipline. An ideal sage maintains freedom by not being bound by these passions. For most of us, completely escaping passions is a difficult endeavor. At times, we may be swept up by strong emotions, and that is natural. The good news is that even when emotions surge and throw us off balance momentarily, we still have the power to choose how to respond. Even when overwhelmed by sadness, we can rise and decide to move forward. Protecting the freedom to choose. Imagine the mind as a fortress with multiple lines of defense. Each line represents our ability to resist elements that threaten our self-control. The first line of defense is the ability to restrain passions through reason and self-awareness. If this line is breached, emotions may overtake us. However, one final line remains: the freedom to choose our actions. This ultimate line of defense is the essence of Stoic philosophy. If others cross it, we have surrendered to them. But if we safeguard the freedom to choose, even under the harshest circumstances, we remain invincible. Stoicism emphasizes that reason and self-discipline are weapons for defending the fortress of the mind. While not everyone can become the ideal Stoic sage, each of us has the potential to improve and learn to uphold the freedom to choose. This path leads to equanimity in the face of life's uncertainties. We can protect the fortress of our inner freedom using tools like reason, patience, and self-control. However, this becomes much more difficult if the first line of defense, emotional control, has already been compromised. When emotions dominate, they distort our decision-making process. Consider a situation where you are driven by intense desire. When such desire takes over, our decisions are often guided by it rather than reason. Similarly, in moments of anger, we are prone to impulsive actions that we may later regret. To counter temptations or pressures, we need a strong firepower, what the Stoics refer to as inner strength. This is the ability to maintain reason and make the right decisions even when emotions are overwhelming. A historical example of this can be seen in Mahatma Gandhi's nonviolent resistance movement in India. Gandhi faced brutal oppression from the colonial regime, but refused to let anger or hatred control him. Instead, he steadfastly chose the path of nonviolence, enduring great suffering and loss. Gandhi's strength lay not in physical power, but in his ability to protect his freedom of choice from being influenced by emotions or external pressure. According to Stoic philosophy, only one thing can truly be conquered: our ability to choose. Everything else, possessions, reputation, even freedom, lies beyond our control. These can be taken away by external forces, but our free will remains untouchable. Epictetus once said, "We may lose what does not truly belong to us, but our opinions, desires, aversions, and acceptance remain entirely ours." This underscores that even in the most challenging situations, we retain the power to decide how to respond and choose our path. Protecting inner freedom requires constant practice. Gandhi, like a Stoic sage, demonstrated that even in the harshest circumstances, inner strength can help us endure. No matter the difficulty, the resolve to defend the ultimate line of defense, the freedom to choose, is the key to becoming truly invincible. Thank you for joining us on this journey to explore Stoic philosophy and the inner strength needed to become invincible in life. The lessons from great thinkers like Seneca, Epictetus, and inspiring figures such as Nelson Mandela and Gandhi have shown us that true power lies not in our circumstances, but in how we choose to face them. Turn each day into an opportunity to train your mind, maintain reason, and overcome every challenge. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any future videos. Share this video with your loved ones to spread the empowering message of this philosophy. Hit the notification bell to stay updated on the next lessons. Thank you for your support, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.